So before I apply any makeup, I like to use That Gal Brightening Face Primer, which is my favorite face primer by Benefit. And you want to start by getting it on all the sides of your face where you think the foundation will run off the most. You really don't need it in areas like your upper forehead and your side bones, because that face part of your face doesn't really get rubbed a lot. So just put it on the heavy duty spots of your face like I am doing here, and it'll be good. You want to make sure you do this to get a great looking flawless face. And then I like to use my Hello Flawless Oxygen Wow Foundation by Benefit as well. And it's my favorite foundation, and I use it with a sponge. I've recently switched from brush to sponge because I've noticed how much more flawless and beautiful it looks. With a brush, you can tend to get a really cakey and disgusting look, but with my new sponge, it's amazing. The sponge is by Cynthia Raleigh, and I ordered it online, and the foundation I saw a couple of beauty gurus they probably got paid by Benefit to have it, but I saw it and I was like, I want to try it out, and it actually is really nice. I wouldn't recommend it if you have overly oily skin because it does tend to make your face kind of oily, but for me, I have dry combination skin, and I think it works perfect. It has no cakiness effect whatsoever, and I usually put this on 1 or 2 times, and it's very buildable, very beautiful. As you can see here in this clip, I'm going to be putting on 2 times, one just as a base, and then the second time to just kind of get all the imperfections away. And I think it's just perfect. I mean, if you're looking for a new foundation, I would definitely suggest this one. The shade I'm wearing at the moment is Honey, and it's just a really nice beigey, beachy tone, which I really like, and I think it's super light. I think this is going to be perfect for the summer because you honestly don't feel like you're wearing foundation. On the bottle, it says it's sunscreen. So it's super light and it protects you against sun. I think the SPF is it's SPF 25, so it's great. So yeah, that's my foundation. And the next step is optional but very highly suggested. It's doing my eyebrows. I use the Sonia Kashuk brow shadow and then the Estee Lauder eye pencil, which are both my favorite top products for doing my brows. First, I start with the eye pencil, and I just fill in the rest of my eyebrow because I really kind of only have half an eyebrow. I have very sparse eyebrows because I'm very European and we don't have a lot of eyebrows there. I have a lot of blonde hair, and you can't really see the rest of my eyebrows. So I like to start with filling them in. Then I take my Sonia Kashuk brow shadow and my e.l.f. angled brush. Make sure you use the angled brush for this because if you don't, you're going to get a really thick eyebrow. And I just fill in the rest of my brow like a normal person's brow would look. And I think everybody should do this, not even if you just have sparse eyebrows. Even if you have the most beautiful thick eyebrows, I think you should still do it. I think it gives a better finish. Everybody has a little sparseness in their brows, and if you just fill them in just a little, I think it can make your brows look so much more better. Brows really define your face, and they give you so much definition, and I think they just look beautiful. I mean, you might look a little bit weird the first few days you start doing it, but once you really get the hang of that, I think it's just amazing, and I don't go anywhere without doing them now. Once I got like the hitch of things and started knowing what to do, I really can't live without doing my eyebrows. It's kind of like addicting, and as you keep on doing it, you actually get really better at it, and you start to learn more about your brows. And if you want, I could do a whole separate eyebrow video going way into detail about how you should do your brows and everything. But yeah, this is just what I do. So those are the finished look. And then the next thing I like to use as a concealer is some kind of Gorgeous Benefit foundation. I think it works perfectly as a concealer. Personally, I didn't want to use it as a full-on foundation because it is pretty heavy and it's full coverage, and I feel like I only need that in trouble spots. So I just have the mini version, and I put it on areas where I have some blemishes, like my chin, under my eyebrows, and I put it under my eyes. So next I'm going to use my NYX bronzer and blush, and it's one of my favorite just combos, and I just love it. So you're going to start and you're going to I get a stippler brush, and I use the one from e.l.f. And what I like to do, it has a bronzing side and a blushy side, so I kind of like swivel it and combine both of it. And then you really want to tap off the excess because this is such a pigmented blush slash bronzer that if you don't tap off the excess, you're going to look like a freaking red I don't know, believe me, made a mistake before, been there, done that. So you really want to make sure you tap off the excess and really get it all off, and then you'll have a perfect finish. And then next, to get the powdered look, I use Lucidity by Estee Lauder. It's my favorite pressed powder. I got it in 01, the lightest shade that they have. And I'm not like a really white person. I'm more like a tannish honey color, but I really like this. I think it gives a beautiful finish, and it really does pick up all the oil, and it's just great to keep your makeup all on. It's great, compact. I just love it. So if you're looking for a great powder, I would suggest this one. It's a pressed powder, just to let you know. So next, I go on to my eyes, and now I use various things for my eyes. First, I like to use my Ulta eye crayon. I believe, here, I'll get it 1 second. Oh, here we go. It's in the color Fairy Tale. It's made in Germany. And I use this like as a lower eyelid eyeliner, and it really brightens up your eyes. It gives it a pop. So beautiful because it's like that creamy color, and you could really use any eye pencil for that. That's light. Next, I use my YSL mascara, which is in brown. It's really not a lengthening mascara. It's more of a doubling. It really doubles your lashes, and I use that almost as like a base for my mascara. And then I like to go into the Ulta Legendary Lengths mascara. It's my favorite mascara. Well, it was in my top 5 mascara video if you watched that. If you didn't, go check that out. But yeah, kind of my eye routine. And now going on to my lip routine. In school, I really don't want to have the boldest lips possible, so I kind of want to have a more neutral, safe lip. So I just go with my YSL gloss, and it's my favorite gloss. It's so nice and glossy and extremely shiny and just beautiful, and I love it. So yeah. And then to set all my makeup together, you guys know I can't live without this. My Evian water spray. If you don't have it, I suggest you get it now. I mean, it's amazing. So what you do is you just take it and just spray it from about 3 inches, and it's just like amazing. So now here's the final look. I hope you guys are excited, and this is what it looks like. This is how I look like every single day. I hope you guys like it. If you don't, then boo. But if you do, try it out. Bye, love you.